Can you master meditation in 15 minutes a day? And I mean get really good at it. Yes. It's not easy, but if you get a real focus into it, then it's possible. And focus is the essence of meditation, so that should be possible. So imagine becoming a truly skilled meditator, deeply focused, calm, centered, all with just about 15 minutes a day. Does it sound impossible? Well, it's not, and I'm going to show you how right now. Meditation mastery is not about hours on a cushion. It's about doing the right things with very strong focus. I'm going to guide you step by step to develop this strong, effective practice in 15 minutes a day. By the end, you're going to know exactly how to sharpen your concentration, deepen that feeling of peace you're looking for, or most people are, and set yourself up to really make great advances in meditation. So, let's dive in. First thing you need to do is learn meditation technique inside and out. Learn the form, learn the posture, learn what to do with your speech, which is generally just to let it be silent, but that's important. And learn what to do with the mind, which is to see and release thoughts and to focus the mind on the object. So posture, breathing, silence, and focus. So with your quick posture checklist, sit down quickly and sit cross-legged with your knees relaxed, your back naturally straight, your hands on your thighs close to the knees, or in the meditation mudra but resting down in your lap. Your chin is slightly tucked, your eyes are softly focused, and gaze slightly down. So before starting, mentally review these points so that you don't fumble the posture. After a while, you won't have to do that. Your body will learn it. But for about 2 weeks or so, just do that. And every once in a while, check. Just refresh your posture. And maybe even the first 4 or 5 days, just meditate on posture. Meditate on maintaining a good posture. Get a perfect posture. Within that, don't make it too tight. Don't squeeze yourself. It's important once you get your straightness to settle in and relax into it. So you create a dedicated space, if at all possible. Even if you have to just set up a cushion real quick, have that space there that you can do it. Maybe it's your bed or whatever, but the more you can put into it, those things will anchor you into the meditative state. They'll be able to help you jump into the meditative state much more quickly. When you return to the same space daily, it trains your mind to settle more quickly, and it'll tie it to that ability to focus. So make a vow before each session. Speak your intention aloud. Something like this: I will focus completely on my breathing for 15 minutes to develop strong meditation skills and benefit others. Now that benefit others gives it a lot of meaning. That addition of profound and vast meaning is very helpful because it keeps you coming back, because you know why you're doing it. And that's a really, really helpful thing to keep you when the lag comes, as inevitably it does. It's called the desert of meditation, and it's a known thing for thousands of years. So when you start, repeat your vow, and you can use that one, but just repeat it for 3 times. So start strong. Don't let your mind wander in the beginning. Just immediately cut the thoughts. Now, eventually you're not going to want to be so sharp with your thoughts, but in the beginning, especially when you're learning, you've got to be sharp. And at the beginning of a session, you've got to be sharp. I still do that. I meditate for an hour and a half every day. And at the beginning of my session, I cut the thoughts using a particular technique. There's different techniques, and sometimes I'll use one, sometimes another. But I'll cut the thoughts, and I will put my mind on the object of meditation very forcefully and directly, and then I will relax it. So there's an idea, there's a thing the Buddha taught: not too tight, not too loose. So begin tight, and then as soon as you got that established, loosen, 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 relax, 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 until you feel like you're getting a little too loose, and then tighten it up just a hair. And it's like a modulation. It's not just, there's not a perfect set point of not too tight, not too loose. It's a changing thing depending on your state of mind. When you start with counting breaths. count to 7, and then when you can do that easily, like multiple times in a session, go to 21 when you don't lose that focus anymore, when you count to 21 breaths and do it repeatedly. Go to 108 when you can do that without forgetting that you're counting, then, and you need to do it 4 or 5 days in a row. At that point, stop counting and simply follow the breath. If you lose track, if you forget easily, go back to the counting and make that commitment. I'm going to maintain my focus on the breathing. It's very important to consciously remind yourself of what you're doing. One of the main problems in meditation, this is a known thing, and it's very well, it happens to everyone, is you simply forget what you're doing. And I guarantee you it'll happen to you. And the best way to overcome it is to commit to not giving into it. Don't let your mind wander for 10, 15, 20 minutes or the whole session. Just catch it quickly and bring it back and place it on the object and say, stay there. Just like a dog, stay. So the key is balancing focus, right? Not too tight, not too loose. Start tight and loosen up. If your mind drifts, gently but firmly bring it back. Once you get really good, then the mind can be extremely loose because the mind knows what to do. It will just stay there. You don't have to be tight at all. You cut the distraction sharply without judgment and then refocus on your breath. This single skill is the foundation of meditation mastery, the ability to spot and cut, release thoughts at some level of forcefulness or gentleness, however it is, to dissolve them over and over, and then bring the mind back to the object, the breathing. One thing that's optional you can do, if this feels weird, don't do it, and that's fine, but it can be extremely helpful. You supplicate for help. You ask whoever you think is helpful. I would say the Buddha, Padmasambhava Guru Rinpoche, but just ask them to help you with your meditative focus. Ask for blessings. These blessings will come in the form of an ability to focus and sharpen the mind. So this doesn't mean that these external forces exist. Even if you're unsure about them or you're an atheist, I'm an atheist. I don't particularly believe in them as truly existent things, but I create a fiction where I convince the mind that there is some reality to these external things, and in this way I'm allowing the mind to bless itself. But the mind likes to look outside of itself for that. So this can be a powerful psychological tool, and it really helps. So then you do your practice, holding the mind, bringing it back as you need, and then when it gets stable, try and deepen it. Merge the mind with the breathing. At the end, dedicate your effort. May this practice benefit myself and all beings. That's kind of just a standard idea. And this wanting to benefit beings with your practice gives it a lot of meaning. So it cultivates a lot of positivity, it keeps you motivated, it gives it meaning. And when you have a lot of meaning in your meditation, it will keep bringing you back even when it's difficult. But the best is to end on a good note. So if you're meditating really well and you don't want to end it just because your time's up, don't wait until it's bad. Don't wait until it's completely fallen apart and it's not pleasant anymore. End it when it's strong so that you can come back in and hopefully pick it up with some strength. So if you follow this method with consistency, with some focus, you will transform your meditation practice in just a few weeks. Remember, it's not about the time you meditate, it's about how focused and deliberate you are in your meditation. So if you found this helpful, give the video a like. I need those likes, so just meditate on that like button until it pushes itself. I think that'd be kind of cool. And if you do, put it in the comments. You can subscribe to learn more about meditation, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And last, if you want to go deeper, you can check out this video, which goes into a lot of technique and a lot of detail. It's actually a series of videos. So until next time, happy meditating.